Hello everyone, this is Venugopal. Today in this session, we are going to see how to create a thread using a runnable interface. In my last video, we have seen how to create a thread using thread class. Okay, so let us start implementing this. Let us create a new class. Source. Now we'll give the class name as my thread runnable. We'll also include in this a main method also. Click on finish. It will create a new class. Right. Now, as we said, now this thread, my thread runnable, we are implementing this from a runnable interface. So, the keyword we need to use as implements from runnable interface. Okay. So, what we will do, the runnable interface consisting of only one method, that is known as run method, okay, which is available in what? java.lang.runnable interface. So whenever we are creating a user defined class which implements runnable interface, then it's mandatory to overwrite that run method inside this class. Okay, so let us write some code. Public void run. We'll write again a simpler code for int I equals to 1, I less than equals to suppose 5 and I plus plus. Inside this we will print this out control space my thread plus I. Also we will apply one sleep method inside this. So how to do that? We'll call thread dot sleep by passing arguments as 1000. As we discussed in the last video that whenever you are going to use the sleep method, which is a static method, it will throws an exceptions. To handle it, we will put this code inside the try and catch block. Enter. Catch. I'll write like exceptions. Exception E. I will leave it. I don't write anything inside this. And finally, we'll create the object of thread runnable class. I'll select this. And here, Control V, obj equals to new, Control V, that's it. Now, if I want to call this run method of thread runnable class, I need to use a start method because we are running a thread related program. It's not a normal program. We are creating a thread. That means what? Whenever you want to run the program, that run method, we need to call the start method. But the start method is not present in a runnable interface, as we know that it contains only one method, and that method is run method. Okay, so the start method is available where? It is available in thread class. So that is the reason why if I want to call the start method, I need to create the object of thread class as well. So I'll create the object for thread. For example, T is the object and new thread. Now in the parenthesis of this constructor, we will pass the object as a reference. That means this T will be a reference to this object. Now what we will do, we will call t dot start method. What the start method will do, it will initiate the thread scheduler and it will create a separate stack, and onto that stack it will copy this run method and the method will be executed. Okay, so let us check the output. We'll run this. Observe, now the output is generated. It is giving 1 2 3 4 5 as we have looped from 1 to 5. And why it is comes one after another? Because we have applied one sleep method. The sleep method, what it will do, it will interrupt the execution of this sleep loop, right, for 1000 milliseconds. That is the reason why it is printing one after another. Now suppose in this, if I create one more thread, for example thread 2, t2 equals to new thread, I will pass obj. Now what I am trying to do here, I am trying to access, sorry, this should be a capital as it is a class, so this should be a thread. Okay, so what I am doing here, I have created now two threads, but these two threads are referring to what? These two threads are referring to only one object, that is obj. Okay, so if I'll call like this, t2 dot start, then what would be the output? Because this t dot start will execute this run method of the thread runnable class, and the t2 dot start also execute this run method. Let us see the output. I'll run this. Now check. Thread 1, my thread 1, it's printing 1 1, then 2 2, then 3 3, then 4 4 and 5 5. That means what? How the threads are going to be executing? That means what? If we'll go to the program once again to check the code, right, what it will doing? It is calling t dot start first, printing that run one step number 1, it prints the my thread equals to 1, then immediately the second simultaneously the next thread will execute the same run method. That is the reason why it is printing 1 and 1, right? Then again t dot start will be called and the second value will be executing, that is 2, and t2 dot start will be executing, that it is print again 2. So in this manner it will executing what? The same run method but using a different threads, more than one thread. Okay, so actually if you see, this may give an inconsistent results. This may give an inconsistent results and it may give the performance of the applications a little bit slow. This is not a good practice, that creating the that calling these two threads, right, referring to only one object. So to avoid this kind of situations, we are having one concept in Java called as a thread synchronization, that we will see in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Please subscribe my channel. We will meet in the next video. Until then, bye bye.